Our first news, Indonesian Foreign Affairs Ministry confirms it has evacuated 65 Indonesians in Lebanon until October 2024 following the escalating attacks in the country due to conflicts in Middle East. The ministry also encourages Indonesians in Lebanon to follow the evacuations plan as early as possible for personal safety.
Untuk wilayah Iran, KBRI Teheran
Director for Citizen
strategi siaga
Protection
dua
Yuda
untuk
Nugraha
wilayah
said
Iran.
that 25
Kemudian
Indonesians
jumlah
who
WNI-nya ada
departed in the
Kemudian
first
untuk
3
wilayah
batches
Suriah,
in August have safely
KBRI
arrived
dan
in
dan
Indonesia.
beberapa titik transit yang lain.
Meanwhile, 40 other Indonesians who were evacuated in 2 batches this month have safely left Lebanon. Yuda explained that currently there are still 116 Indonesians residing in Lebanon, with 83 of them based in Beirut. He said there are 4 other Indonesians who prefer to stay in South Lebanon on their own will, despite the worsening security situation in the region. He also asked the Indonesians who are still in Lebanon to join the evacuation plan provided by the Indonesian embassy in Beirut. Yuda reminded the Indonesians to return to Indonesia while there is a chance, as the situation is getting worse in the Middle East.
But the challenge is most of Indonesian nationals living in Lebanon are not willing to do the evacuation. So according to our law and regulation, this is the obligation of the state, this is the obligation of the government to provide evacuation for our national from dangerous situation to a safe place. But the evacuation process itself is by consent. So we are following the consent from Indonesian national living in Lebanon. That's why in every evacuation, in every opportunity for us when we are meeting virtually with our national living in Lebanon, we urge them to make decision now to follow our evacuation process.
The Indonesian Foreign Affairs Ministry and the Indonesian Embassy in Beirut have intensified communication with Indonesian communities who are still staying in Lebanon. Yuda said that the ministry and embassy asked the people to evacuate immediately for their own safety.